Hey guys, what is up? Today I want to recap WWDC 2013, all the information that Apple unveiled. So they started off with some statistics. They've paid over $10 billion to developers, some other interesting things. Half that was paid this year alone. The event sold out in 71 seconds. They have 6 million developers, 575,000 customers, most with credit cards enabled. And the first thing that they announced that was major was OSX Mavericks, the next Mac operating system. Now this will be an upgrade to the current Mountain Lion. It has a ton of new features. They went over multiple displays a lot, basically fixing all the errors that people had using two or more displays. Now a lot of those have been changed to allow you to be flexible and customize your full screen applications on different monitors and not mess up the resolutions between the two. Now they also added a bunch of new stuff to Finder, especially things where you could tag files to be able to be found easier, and some other really minor improvements. Now they updated the battery life using the software. So basically, they introduced a few new algorithms that will allow faster response for standby using less CPU in different ways. They just sort of briefly explained it, but it's more efficient basically, and that's why the battery life is better. So they also introduced a new version of Safari. Now it's pretty similar, allows you to edit a few more things. It's a lot faster, smoother. They showed a lot of specs, but honestly I still think people are going to be using third-party browsers. Another thing that they introduced is iCloud Keychain, which is essentially allows you to stick all your credit card numbers and account information similar to 1Password onto your device. So this will share it throughout and allow you to log into all these accounts without remembering all the passwords. And they also have minor improvements on the calendar and notifications, where it allows users to interact more with the notification instead of just popping it up and seeing and having the regular application pop up. So some new applications that were introduced, both iBooks and Maps, are coming to the Mac. Pretty much one of the most impressive things that was demonstrated is sending instructions to your phone. So they both work very well within the whole iOS ecosystem. And now that's just a quick glimpse at OSX Mavericks. The next thing they did was release a new MacBook Air, two versions of the MacBook Air, and they had a first look at the Mac Pro, which will be coming out later this year. Essentially, the MacBook Airs look the exact same, just little internals buff. They have better battery life, better communication over Wi-Fi, faster speeds, and same prices as before with more memory. And then you can see the new Mac Pro, which is this little box-like thing. I know this is sort of not the best image, but there's one below. And essentially it has better graphics, better speeds. It's essentially what power users will be using the Mac for. And as you can see right here, this is the original Mac Pro, which actually goes up a little bit bigger. That can't even be in this picture. And then here's the new Mac Pro. So it's this little cylinder circular device. It looks kind of cool and also pretty weird, which is sort of a theme you'll be seeing in all these new things, especially iOS 7. So that's just a quick look at the new Mac Pro. Now another thing they showed off is a few more upgrades to iCloud. One of the major ones was iWork for iCloud, which is pretty much like Apple's versions of Google Docs. So it allows you to, on Safari, edit your documents, very similar to how Google Docs does, but it also looks very neat and stylish and very similar to the Pages application that you'll see on your Mac. Now this is just a brief, we're just going to do a brief overview now because we're going to actually be making a video as soon as it comes live for developers. So then the next major release was iOS 7. Now it's coming to developers today and users later this fall. So here's a very quick look. As you can see, all the icons are changed completely. Pretty much everything on the operating system is changed, sort of what everyone was looking for. Now, I really like some of these updates, and some of them sort of bug me. As you can see, here's a home screen. The icons like Safari just drive me crazy, but some of these features definitely make up for that. So you can see here's the user interface from the lock screen. It looks very similar, just a little more simplistic, and here you can see notification center. Something they added is control center, so when you're in multitasking, if you swipe up, you get all these controls with toggles. You've seen many jailbreak tweaks like this, but now it's coming to iOS. And you can see how it has a translucent background on it, which is another theme that you'll see around iOS 7 a lot. Some new features is AirDrop, so you can send files between iOS devices and of course your Mac using AirDrop technology, which they made fun of Samsung, where you don't have to tap any phones or do anything like that. Like I said, new multitasking. Along with the tray, they are also giving new features to developers to allow them to introduce multitasking into their applications more than just voice over IP. And basically, everything is going to be using multitasking a little more smart. So, for instance, if you get a push notification, the device can load all the content before you even open it, which will allow you to seamlessly be at the point where you can see all the data without even having to wait for it to load as soon as you're pulling it out of your pocket or whatnot. Safari has been updated. As you can see, the user interface on pretty much every single application has changed. Safari is one of them, and has a few new updates, including this little tab view you can see right here. Camera and photos. The camera app is now changed a little bit. Definitely a new interface. In addition, there's a new way to organize your photos by location. They talked about that a lot. Now Siri, it also has a user interface upgrades, has a few more things you can ask it, I believe, and new voices. That's pretty much a big feature there. App Store can now auto-update all your applications, and there's a few more categories that you can see right there. And then the music is upgraded with a new thing called iTunes Radio, which I'll be talking about a little more. They also talk about Find My iPhone and how they're trying to, they'll allow you to basically brick a phone that gets stolen, so the person that steals it can't use it. So the next thing they talk about is iTunes Radio. Now, I wrote a little short post on this. Essentially what it is sort of like a Pandora style service that's incorporated into your music application. You can customize your radios to get songs you like, and of course you can buy the songs if you like them. So that's just a really brief overview of everything that happened in WWDC 2013. Now this was over 2 hours, so hopefully you can get all this. This video is a lot shorter than that, and you can get all this content. Now we're going to be making tons and tons of videos today, so watch out for that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.